the St. John's Day of Hope, when love saved the heart of the Surteo. Hi sweet little friends, how are you today? Today's story is very special. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? Because what happened during this St. John's Day might just change the way you see the world. Once upon a time, there were two inseparable best friends, Pikachu and a magnificent beige Persian cat, with golden eyes and fur as soft as a cloud. They were so excited, because they had traveled all the way to the countryside of Brazil, to a magical place called Campina Grande, in Paraíba, home to one of the biggest St. John's festivals in the world. Everything was beautiful, colorful flags dancing in the wind, food stands with delicious treats like canjica, pamonha, roasted corn, and a giant bonfire warming up everyone's heart. But in the middle of all that joy, Pikachu noticed something unusual, a little boy sitting all alone in the corner of the square, his eyes full of tears. Subscribe now to discover why the little boy was crying, even in the middle of such a happy celebration. The boy's name was Joaquinho, and he softly shared his sadness. His father, a farmer, had lost everything because of the drought. With no rain, their crops couldn't grow corn anymore, and his family's joy had faded away, like the sound of the accordion in the distance. Pikachu's heart sank, and the fluffy Persian cat cuddled up on the boy's lap, purring gently. That's when they decided to do something very, very special. They climbed to the top of Tamandua Hill, where it said the wind carries true wishes to the sky. Under the starry sky of the Surteo, they lit a little candle made of love, hope, and faith, and whispered a wish, let the rain return, and bring back the smiles. But, would it work? Subscribe to find out what happened when the first raindrop touched the dry ground. That night, as people danced the quadrilha and fireworks lit up the sky, clouds began to appear out of nowhere. And just like a miracle, it began to rain, softly, lovingly. Joaquinho ran out with wide eyes, shouting with joy. Pikachu and the kitty hugged under the warm rain. The fields began to bloom again, the party sparkled even more, and the heart of the Surteo beat stronger, as if it whispered, "Thank you for not giving up on me." If you believe that love and hope can change the world too, leave a like, comment a corn emoji, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone you care about. And if you'd like to help us tell more sweet stories like this, support our channel with a kind donation. Bye bye little friends, and may your St. John's Day be filled with love. The promise beneath the waters of hope, Pikachu and the Persian cat at the Great Barrier Reef. Hi sweet friends, how are you today? Today's story happens in a place so magical, so sparkly, it feels like a rainbow dream deep in the ocean. But before we dive into this adventure, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, okay? Because what happened with Pikachu and the fluffy Persian kitty might just make you believe that love can even bring coral reefs back to life. Our two best friends, who travel the world spreading love and giggles, arrived in Australia, Pikachu and a majestic Persian cat with golden eyes and soft cloud-like fur. They visited a magical place called the Great Barrier Reef, the biggest coral reef on the whole planet. Everything sparkled, colorful fish danced through shimmering anemones, bubbles floated like little stars, and the water was so blue it looked just like the sky. But in the middle of all that beauty, something quietly ached inside their hearts. Subscribe now to find out why a place so beautiful was starting to lose its joy. As they swam with local children, Pikachu and the kitty noticed that many of the corals were pale and white, like they had lost their colors and smiles. A sweet little boy named Noah shared that the ocean was getting too warm, and the corals, which are like tiny living homes for fishies, were starting to fade away. Noah's smile disappeared. Pikachu gently held his hand, and the little kitty purred softly beside them. Together, they formed a circle of love beneath the sea. That's when they made a special promise with the bubbles of hope: let's take care of our planet, so this magical world can shine again. But, would the sea hear their wish? Subscribe to find out what happened when the ocean answered with a brand new light. The next morning, a rainbow appeared underwater, and the first little corals started to glow with color again. It was so magical, even the fish twirled in joy. The children beamed, Noah jumped with happiness, and Pikachu and the Persian kitty looked up toward the sky with eyes full of loving tears. The reef, with all its shimmering wonder, was given a second chance. Because when we believe, protect, and love, life always finds a way to bloom again. If you believe love can help heal our world too, leave a like, comment with a little fishy, subscribe to our channel, and share this story with someone you love. And if you'd like to support more sweet adventures, consider making a donation to help us keep telling magical stories. Bye bye sweet friends, and see you in the next enchanted adventure. The day Pikachu and the Persian kitty heard the heart of Australia. Hi sweet friends, did you know that far away in Australia, there's a giant rock that changes color when the sun goes down? It's called Uluru, and it's a magical place in the middle of the desert, where the wind whispers softly and the earth holds very old memories. But, something really sad is happening there. So please subscribe to the channel to find out how Pikachu and the little Persian kitty helped this special rock smile again. Pikachu and the Persian kitty arrived in the desert with sparkly eyes full of wonder. The sun made the sand glow like gold, and right there in the middle of everything stood Uluru, so big it looked like it could touch the sky. They were amazed, but deep inside, they also felt a heavy silence in their hearts. The kitty gently touched the rock, and Pikachu held his tiny paws. Something inside them whispered that Uluru was feeling sad. Soon, some children from the area appeared, and one of them, a very quiet little girl named Kira, walked toward them. She wore a necklace made of little seeds and had a kind, peaceful smile. In a gentle voice, she explained that Uluru is sacred to the Aboriginal people, the first people to live in Australia. But, many visitors don't remember that. They take photos, but forget to respect the place. And Uluru, who carries the stories of many generations, was quietly crying on the inside. Subscribe now to find out what they did to turn the rock's sadness into a light full of hope. Kira led Pikachu and their new friends to a circle of local children. They began to sing an old song, one taught to them by their grandparents. It was a melody to comfort the earth. The Persian kitty laid down beside the rock. Pikachu rested his little face on it, and all the children closed their eyes together. When the song ended, something incredible happened. The rock began to glow. It turned golden, then pink, then purple, as if it were smiling. A gentle rainbow appeared in the sky, and the wind softly blew, like a quiet, "Thank you." The children held hands, and Kira whispered sweetly, "When we listen with kindness, even the earth feels loved." If you believe that love can heal even the heart of nature, leave a cute little like, subscribe to the channel, comment a rainbow, and share this story with someone you love. And if you'd like to help us tell more beautiful stories like this, make a loving donation to our channel. Bye bye sweet friends, see you in the next adventure full of heart and wonder. The secret of Pikachu and the Persian kitten on Children's Day, this will warm your heart. Hi, little friends. Today I want to tell you a very special story. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because what's about to happen might make your heart feel a little tight. It was a bright Children's Day morning, and Pikachu woke up with his heart full of love, but also a bit of sadness. His best friend, the Persian kitten, had gone missing after a walk in the Swiss mountains. Pikachu decided to search in the most beautiful tourist places in the world. He visited Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, wandered through the castles of Scotland, ran under the cherry trees in Japan, and even climbed the Eiffel Tower in Paris. But still, no sign of the kitten. Along the way, Pikachu cried in front of the Trevi fountain in Italy and made a heartfelt wish, "Please, bring my friend back." But wait, little ones. You have to subscribe to find out what Pikachu discovered in a magical place called the Park of Dreams. There, he heard a tiny meow coming from a cotton candy tree. It was him, the Persian kitten. He had gotten lost while trying to prepare a surprise for Pikachu, a gift with little hearts, twinkling lights, and a note that said, "Happy Children's Day, my best friend." They hugged each other tightly, with tears of joy and longing. And there, side by side, they promised never to be apart again. This story shows that true love can overcome any distance. If this story made your heart smile, please like this video, leave a sweet comment below, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you won't miss any more adventures. And if you can, support our channel with a small donation so we can keep telling more beautiful stories like this one. Moral of the story, true friendship is a gift that shines every day in the hearts of children. Children's Day that almost got forgotten. Pikachu and the Persian kitten at the Park of Hope. Hi little friends, have you ever felt your heart a little tight, like it was missing a warm hug? Then be sure to subscribe to the channel, okay? Because this story might make your heart feel really soft. Today is Children's Day. But, do you think everyone remembers that? Pikachu and the Persian kitten were so excited. They had heard about a magical amusement park in France, the famous Jardin d'Acclimatation in Paris. They packed their toys and drawings in their backpacks, ready for the happiest day of the year. But, when they got there, something felt wrong. No one was waiting for them. No friends. No invitation. Nothing. They sat on a bench beneath a tree with fallen flowers. The kitten tried to smile, but his eyes started to shine with tears. "Aren't we children too?" he whispered. Pikachu held his little paw, trying to be brave, but his tiny tail was trembling. Don't forget to subscribe, little friend, because the saddest part is still to come. A soft rain began to fall. The carousel lights flickered, but no one was riding. A squirrel ran by with a flower in its mouth, as if looking for someone, and then, a kind lady, the park's grandma, appeared with a flowered umbrella. She smiled and said, "I've been waiting for you, my dear ones. Today, the whole park belongs to you." She turned on the lights, played the music, and danced with them on the empty carousel. The wind turned into laughter. Tears turned into hope. They understood that sometimes, even forgotten days can become magical memories. Little friends, if this story touched your heart, leave a sweet like, write a little comment if you love your friends, share it with someone who needs a hug, and if you can, support our channel with a donation so we can keep telling stories that make us cry, and smile too. True friendship is a gift that shines every day in the heart of a child. Bye bye, see you in the next adventure, little friends. Happy Children's Day! The sweetest hug in the world, a special Children's Day tribute. Hi there, little friends. Today is a very special day. It's Children's Day. This morning, the sky woke up brighter, the birds sang louder, and the breeze whispered gently, just to carry a beautiful message around the world. Pikachu and the majestic, beige Persian cat, so cuddly and gentle, prepared a surprise filled with love for all the children everywhere. With their little hearts jumping with joy, they cheered, "Today is your day. A day for smiles, for wonder, for play, and for dreaming. It's Children's Day. And it doesn't matter where you live, what language you speak, or how big your backpack is, what truly matters is that you are unique, special, and deeply loved." While Pikachu spun around in a flower field, the Persian cat reached out with his soft little paws and whispered, "Thank you for being here. Thank you for lighting up the world with the magical glow that only children have. You are hope, tenderness, and happiness in the shape of tiny people." And if you're listening to this right now, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can keep receiving these sweet messages full of love, okay? Pikachu and the Persian cat are sending you a magical hug that travels across the whole world just to reach you. A warm, snuggly hug, full of love and gratitude. Happy Children's Day to every little heart on this planet. May your life always be filled with care, protection, and colorful dreams. You make the world a brighter place, just by being you. A loving tribute and congratulations to all the children around the world. Hi, sweet little friends. Today is a very joyful day. Congratulations to all the amazing children. Today, the world paused for a moment. The clouds smiled. The sun shined just a little brighter. And there they were, Pikachu and the majestic beige Persian cat, a real, purebred Persian, with a very special message, just for you, beautiful child from anywhere in the world. They said today is not just another day. Today is your day. A day of tiny dreams, warm hugs, joyful giggles, and sparkly eyes that light up with every little magical thing. It's Children's Day. Pikachu jumped with excitement. The Persian cat wagged its fluffy tail with love. Together, they prepared a tribute filled with tenderness, a message of pure love that fits in the heart of every single child on the planet, from Brazil to Japan, from Africa to the North Pole. They said, "Thank you for existing. You are the sparkle of the world, the hope of tomorrow." So here's a big imaginary hug just for you, a sweet little kiss, and a smile we made with all our heart. Because you deserve a world full of beautiful things. Happy Children's Day. Never forget, you are the magic that turns everything into joy. See you in our next adventure. The Forest That Wanted to Speak, The Magical Journey of Pikachu, Persian Kitty, and a Forgotten Heart. Hi sweet friends, how are you today? I'm going to tell you a very, very special story, so don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any magical secrets, okay? Once upon a time, there were two best friends, Pikachu and a Persian kitten with golden eyes. They traveled far away to an enchanted place called Daintree Rainforest, in Australia. Everything there felt magical, the trees were giant and seemed to whisper old stories. But, there was something strange in the air. It felt like the heart of the forest was sad, like it was quietly crying. Pikachu and the kitty noticed something was wrong. Many little animals had disappeared, the leaves were falling faster, and the birds weren't singing as much. The forest, once so full of life, was losing its sparkle, and that broke their hearts. But what was really happening? Subscribe now to discover what our two little friends found deep inside the oldest forest in the world. While walking along a trail, they found a hurt lizard, crying in pain. The kitten curled up beside him to keep him warm, and Pikachu shared a magical little fruit he had saved. The lizard whispered that humans were destroying parts of the forest, and the spirits of the trees were leaving. Oh, sweet friends, it was so sad. But then, the little friends had a beautiful idea. They started planting magical seeds all around, with love, care, and tenderness. And guess what happened? The forest began to heal. A golden light sparkled through the leaves, and the animals slowly came back. So heartwarming. Have you subscribed yet? Stay with me till the end. On their last day, before leaving, Pikachu and the Persian kitty hugged a very old tree, and do you know what she said? Thank you for reminding the world that love still exists. Oh, friends. I almost cried, but it was from happiness. Because even nature needs love and care. If you liked this sweet story, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, leave a green heart in the comments and share it with someone you love. And if you'd like to help us tell more touching stories, support our channel with a donation. Bye bye, sweet friends.